Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Sports Chop Shop. I'm your boy, Big Game James, and alongside of me right now is the buff nerd, Jay Styles.
Let's go.
Hey,
What up?
hey, man,
Hey.
is it me, or did it seem like somebody sped up the music in the intro?
So at the beginning, it sped up and then it slows down. I've been meaning to say something about that, but I was like, it's real chill. I like it. But yeah, it's like two different.
It was like
It's not two different
it was,
songs.
no, but it was techno-ish at the beginning. And nothing against techno, but I don't have
What
on
up,
like
Mike?
I don't have on like a beat it.
Look,
I mean a neon
Mike is
necklace.
already starting up in this piece.
Hey,
What up,
Mike,
man?
what up? We appreciate it, and so does
Hey,
Urkel.
y'all.
Urkel's cousin is up in here tonight,
Hey, y'all.
man. But
Did I
Jay
do
Star,
that, y'all?
yes, you did do that. You do it all the
Yeah,
time.
man.
Hey,
Oh,
there's a lot going on in the sports world, dog,
it is.
and I don't know if there's enough time in this show to
We
cover
gotta
it.
get to it. We try.
But we're gonna do what we can.
We gotta
Hey,
try.
but before we do that,
Yes,
y'all
sir.
please make sure that if you're watching us live, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and then go ahead, get that bell a little slap, so you get
Tackle.
notified every time we come on and drop brand new content.
We don't wanna mess with it.
We are waiting on the musicologist A. Reed. He said he coming, but stuff happened.
He in the lab. He probably in the lab
Yeah,
doing
he
the
might be
lab
dropping.
stuff.
He might be dropping some bizarres. You know what I'm saying?
Some
You
what?
know, bizarres. Did I show my age by saying that?
You did, and you showed. I don't know what you're showing besides your age, but Bizarres. Okay.
Come on, man. That's that West Coasters. Don't be a hater your whole life,
man.
Jay.
You know what, Mike? Hey, real talk. Real talk. Yeah, it's getting out of control, man. It's
Whoo! Jay Stoggs, go ahead and say what you're gonna say because honestly, man, when I found that out today, man, my stomach hurt and it was just sickening. It was in Florida, am I correct?
I believe so. Yeah.
No. It was here in Texas. It was Uvalde, I believe that
Oh
the
yeah,
city
yeah.
is. And first and foremost, let me say this because I know we get silly and we get consumed in our lives and have a good time.
Word.
But from what happened in Buffalo to this, man, our hearts go out to these families that have to deal with this stuff, man. And it's senseless. And like I said, my mom called me and asked me if I heard about it. And I'm not gonna lie, I was grinding today. Like I got the summer job, so I was out getting my focus on and going to different hospitals and talking. So I really didn't have a chance to see anything. And when I was in the car driving, I just was tunnel vision, right? My mom called me and told me about the things that's going on, man. I just got this big knot in my stomach and felt sick because it's just like, when is it where we just gonna be able to do stuff and enjoy life opposed to looking over our shoulder? I mean, and the thing is, you can't live life full of fear. But this crazy stuff is happening, man, and it makes you just really double take. I know me and double think everything that I plan on doing. You know what I mean? So it's rough, man.
Yeah, no. So just a little context. Yeah, it is Uvalde, Texas. 14 students, one dad at elementary school, and it was a high school kid, 18, that attended the high school that did it. And he's also dead as well. But it's just the fact that, number one, it happened in elementary school. The fact that it happened, let's just stop there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it happened in elementary school. Yeah, and to your point, Mike, I mean, I'm a former teacher. I still, I'm in higher education as well. But, man, that part of it, I remember when my daughter had to go through that at her school. And it wasn't even at her school. It was within the district.
Right.
And
it wasn't that long ago, Jay.
No, it wasn't. It really
wasn't at all.
Really wasn't. And it was just the fact that, I'm sitting here and there are reports coming out, but no one really knows what's going on. And as a parent and as a teacher, as an educator, you looking at every kid now, like, is this the one? Is this today? Who's the kid? You know, you're trying to love on kids, but you don't. You know, you don't want to be too hard on them, but you don't want to be too soft.
Right.
And it's like now, guns and weapons are so readily available, and they're not locked up. They're not being properly safe. They're not being taken care of. So,
man, and Jay, this is not a political show at all, by any means. If anybody's tuning in for the first time, we're just talking about a tragic situation that happened, right? We're not talking about political beliefs and affiliations, because you know that's not what we're here for. We're here to bring joy in everybody's day and talk about some things that we know bridges communities and bridges gaps. But at the same time, I don't see how some people can be so liberal on this subject and say it's not a problem, but yet things continue to happen. The availability of these firearms are so readily available at the drop of a dime, and yet it's not a problem. Yet then something like this happens, and until it happens to somebody in Washington that passes laws, it's nothing's going to change, and it's sickening to the fact. Now, am I against firearms? No, I'm not. I'm a gun owner. I am registered. Yes, I am. It's not illegal. Not a street gun. Don't be assuming because of the color of my skin that I got it from Lil Boo Boo down the street. But my whole
just from your Oakland.
And see, that's you know what? We're gonna make a trip to the Bay Area. I'm gonna drop you off in 98th and Coliseum and see what happened to you, dog. Quit talking about them folk back at the house. I'm
just letting them know. Hey,
I'll
man,
tell you some stuff off air about.
I know James Canita, man. That's my guy.
So there you go. You just gonna disrespect my name and the town. That's
I know
so
James
messed up.
Canada, man. That's my guy.
But nah, man. But Jay Styles, real talk, man. It's something's got to give, man. And like I said, when I heard about that today, man, I just felt sick to my stomach because I started a new little adventure today. I'm excited. I'm happy. And then my mom said, "Oh my God, you hear about that shooting in Texas?" And I was like, "Nah, I told you." Like, I was away from I think I texted you one time. That was between hospitals. I jumped in, left one hospital, got in the car to go to another one. I shot you and read a quick text. But man,
you know what I'm saying? It's you know what I'm saying? Oh, Mike, my man Mike's coming through. But so we already Dutch it. Bizarres. He dropped bizarres.
I don't question my ethnicity because I pulled out my Snoop Dogg dialect on here.
Is that
for cheesy breezy, my niecey?
Is that?
That's what Bizarres came from because I went to my Snoop Dogg on that. But it's all good. That's what I'm calling it. I don't know if if it's credible or not. But hey, let's go ahead and take a chance.
You know what? Let's not and say we never did. Hey, how about we get into
that's
some
true.
sports? Let's jump into what else is going on in the world.
Let's not and say we did. Hey man, wow. Hey, you need to put an organ bell on there. Like when a church moment comes, you just like hit that deacon. Wow. And we just move on.
Again, let's say let's not say we never did.
You don't have to be a hater your whole life, bro. That'd be fire.
I'll leave that to you.
That'd be
you know
fire.
What? For you, Big Giant, I will look for that big game. I'll look for that.
I appreciate you, man. That's good looking out.
Let's get into this. What we got going on, man?
Hey, well, first and foremost, man.
What's up?
Your Dallas Mavericks.
It's tough. It's tough.
And I'll say this, when I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Some of us don't. We make excuses. But I didn't say any names either. But okay. I said that the Mavericks would win this in 6 because you made me drink the Kool-Aid of the 2011 vibes.
Come on. Hold on.
Hey, look what Mike said. Oh God.
I'm a Mavericks fan for life. Will be Fizar. No. What Fizar? See, Mike.
Fizaya.
When I think that you're there, like, then you do that. And that makes me question.
Don't hate. don't hate Mike for dropping
Man, it's hard.
Bizarre's West
No,
Coast lingo
God,
on
please
you.
stop it. No one says
Oh,
bizarre.
my bad. Hey,
Gotta
here's the music.
miss slurp.
I
You
gotta
gotta
admit,
miss swallow.
go. Oh, my bad. You gonna be in a minute.
Man, look.
What's up?
What up there, Reed?
What's up? Technical difficulties, but we back.
Oh man, glad to have you, brother. We just really kicking it off. Question came up about the tragic school shooting today, and so Jay Stoggs and I reached out a little bit. I mean, not reached out. We went back, talked a little bit about what happened in Buffalo, what happened down in Uvalde, Texas today, with all this senseless gun violence, man, and people dying, and it's just crazy. And we just, we're trying to bring a little bit more joy back up into the thing and talk about some sports.
Was he white?
That doesn't even.
I have no idea, but the shooter is dead. I don't know if it's self-inflicted or not. But 14 students, one teacher.
I mean, I wasn't trying to be funny, but
the shooter. No, I know. I mean, I have, like I said, I found out on my way home right before I got ready. Before I got ready for the show, so I don't know all the details. But I was just saying that it gives me like a gut wrenching feeling, man, just to know that these elementary school kids go to school today and they're not going home the same way they entered the building today, dog.
Real talk, man.
That's just it's sickening to me.
It was a Hispanic kid, Salvador Ramos.
Yeah. So, and my thing is, I'm not giving power to the name of the people that cause tragedy like this anymore,
right?
Because it's this kind of thing that, for whatever reason, whether it's reaching out for attention or that they just want to do something drastic. Man, this is not what it is.
Tired of this stuff, man.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Tired of this stuff.
So yeah, for me, I'm not giving power to that person at all. They're not getting it from me. They're not getting it. So
don't know why people feel like they can do this kind of thing, just get away with it like it's just for fun. Because like you said, these are people that woke up today. They was expecting to have a good day, especially to go home.
Just go home.
Like you said, the same way as regular old school. I mean, school is almost pretty much out.
Yeah, man.
You finna get ready and enjoy their summer. Now they can't even do it.
Right.
That family have to make other types of plans, than spring break plans. So, that kind of stuff is ridiculous. Yeah. I don't know why, these type of things go on, especially the stuff in Buffalo. May those people rest in peace as well. It's senseless, man. Stuff is senseless. But we have to understand that's the way of the world. That's the nature of the world. These are the kind of people that are in the world like that, man. So everybody, please be safe, bro. Please.
And see, that's why, I'm finally so glad that NASA finally has confirmed that we are not alone. That UFOs are out there and they're coming and they're looking at us. I'm ready. Take me on. Take me on where you need to go. I'm ready to go. It's either that or Canada.
I was ready. Well, Canada got a bigger case of monkeypox going on, so I don't know
if touch no Canadians.
I don't know if you're trying to go north of the border right now or not, bro.
Well, when you give a CPR to a monkey, I mean.
Hey, man, that video had me cracking.
You deserve all of that. I didn't watch the.
I did.
I already knew what was happening.
Well, when I pulled it up, I was just shaking my head and almost hit the ground. But
Big Game, make sure that you put that in your Twitter, man, so people can see what it is and you can retweet that video.
Yeah, I'll retweet that out.
Okay, there you go. I'm not going to. I'm gonna let y'all have it.
It's all good, man. It's coming from BG Sports Buzz, and anybody that feel any kind of way and got anything they want to say for me putting that re-showing that's cool. I'll take that one because guess what? You got to make light of certain situations. In this crazy world we're in, because if you don't take time to smile and laugh at some things, everything crazy that's going on will break you and tear you apart, man.
But I got my spacesuit ready, man.
Speaking of laughing, I laughed my ass off when Luka Doncic got dunked on the other night, and they tried to call it a foul.
I mean, if he was out of the restricted area, then it would have been a foul. Old boy extended his arm. I mean, that's what it is. He was in a restricted circle. Therefore, it is not a foul.
Jay Stocks.
He got dunked on.
That was a classic. That was a classic poster.
Yeah, he got posted.
That was like that John Starks from the baseline.
Yes.
On Jordan and Jordan on Ewing type,
Yes.
that was just a poster, bro.
That's a poster. That is. Yes.
You tried to make it. You making it sound better for your guy.
I'm just telling what it is.
All
the video.
All that's
it. Video.
Mm-hmm. It's one on Luka, but how many have been on Greek Freak? And I ain't even like playing. I love Giannis.
A lot.
But there's a lot of dudes that have posted.
And people
Giannis
get dunked on.
It's part of the game.
Yeah,
you hate to see it happen to your player.
Yeah,
but I mean that's part of the game. Though.
Yeah, but it's just because we were getting ready to talk about the Mavericks read that I hit Jay Stocks with what he would like to call a little bit of hate.
It's a lot of bit of hate from you, but it's okay. I expect this from you.
You started it talking about I'm a gun owner because I'm from Oakland, California. Like,
are you not? Are you?
Nah, I'm from Fremont, California, which is an Oakland suburb. But I purchased my firearm in the state of Florida, sir. Thank you.
Are those lies though that I said that you're you're from Oaktown?
They're not lies, what you said.
Okay, then.
But what you implied were lies.
I didn't imply anything.
You
let the people imply.
I said I'm a gun owner. We know you're a gun owner. You're from Oakland, California. Like, come on, dog. What you
saying? Are those lies?
Again, hey man, y'all welcome to the show, man. But real talk, hey man, Dallas Matt. But so Reed, before you came in, we just made the statement that I kind of bought into the Mavs this year. I really did. And the more I look at it, not even mad at what's going on right now, because you sent out a very good picture the other day about all the guys in the playoffs that's having success, how many other All-Stars they had, and Dallas has no other All-Star. They have nobody but Luka Doncic on this team to pretty much get it done. While other guys have stepped up, some guys just been out there running up and down the court the last couple of nights, not hitting the side of a barn with a bazooka.
But do you need an all-star? And that's why I said 2011 vibes, because Nowitzki that year was like an honorable. No, he was an all-star, but no one else was. You know what I'm saying? So it's not
saying that year.
Yeah, that year.
Because Kidd has been an all-star before, I believe. Sean Marion's
did
been an all-star
with Nowitzki
before.
that year. Oh wait, yeah, he did. Yeah,
Kidd
but he wasn't an all-star that year. But he was an all-star, yes.
Okay.
But it ain't necessarily him playing with an all-star. It's him playing with somebody that's going to step up. You don't have to have a necessary all-star player, but you need a guy that's going to be able to sit there and do his part game in, game out. You ain't got to worry about.
Yeah, you can't have the rest of the team going 0 for 17, 0 for 18, and think you're going to win. I mean, that's just point blank period. That's all it is to it.
Did Brunson step up? Yes, he did. Did Dinwiddie step up? Yes, they did. But that does not constitute that those guys are consistent guys, consistent, you know what I'm saying? The fact of the matter is with Dallas, and like my man Sador said, no true robber. The fact of the matter is Luka's going to get his.
Right.
Luka's going to get his every game. But to second that, you don't know who's going to step up on the other side. Luka's looking at every other team member. He's like, okay, who's going to show up tonight? Who's going to show up tonight? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
the guys be hit or miss, man. They hit or miss. When you have to sit there and constantly shoot 20, 25, 30 shots a game just to keep your team into the, you know what I'm saying, into the game.
Well, my other part of it is that, okay, maybe offensively you ain't got it, but where's your defense? What are you doing that if you know offensively your shot's not going down, you know what?
Make a play on the defensive side of the ball.
Make a play on the defensive side of the ball, man.
Respect. I feel you on that.
You know what I'm saying? Just do that part. If you do that, then that will help minimize, and then you will get into the rhythm. Eventually you'll get into the rhythm, but man.
Yeah, because game 3 was close, man. They were right there in it. They had their chance to
they were up going into the fourth quarter.
We get things done, but I will say this, and no matter how much I say Luka drives me crazy from his whining and his little mimicking antics, he's a bad boy, man. And I think he's put the world on notice because I believe some people are seeing Dallas for first time in a certain spotlight that I have not seen him before. What up, Joe?
I don't know if they didn't scout for him, but I mean, yeah, they thought about him on the defensive side. The offensive side, they're like, well, he's, he is what he is, whatever. They're more worried about Clay and Steph. And it was like, no, we got other cats that can play. I mean,
but Clay ain't done nothing, so good thing Wiggins has stepped his offensive game up.
Let's not forget, Wiggins is a first round pick. Like this was a
number one overall
pick. So, it that goes back to, a lot of people think basketball is just you just go out there and you play. You just go out there and you play. No, you have to have a system. You have to have people around you that are going to allow you to play the way you need to play.
So you saying he didn't have that in Minnesota? So he's showing what he probably was capable of doing, but never had a team around him.
Yep.
Now, Jay, can I ask you something, man?
What up?
And I know I talk a lot. I'm gonna shut up. But I said that to you on the show when we debated Wiggins being an all-star. I said, don't forget he was the number one overall pick for a reason.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
I don't.
Hey, that's what we call selective memory, A. Reed. He selected not to remember that he shot that down when I said it.
No. And yes, he could be. I think the thing was that we hadn't seen it yet, and we weren't sure if he was there yet. Yeah, man. I think,
feel you, Joe, but Hardaway ain't. But Hardaway ain't always. He hit and miss too.
Well, he's hurt. No,
I know he's hurt, but he's hit
but
and miss too.
But don't they give you a little bit more offensive? Hardaway's healthy.
It's streaky though.
I need a dominant 15 to 20 point guy. I can look. I can sit there and look.
You lose a game.
I can sit there and look at him, but I know that he's gonna get his regardless. I know he ain't even got to be an all-star there. I know that he's gonna be able to get his.
Yeah, in theory, he's gonna take be able to give you that 10 to 15. 10 to
every
15
single game. No, not even worried about it.
Yeah, like that's a given.
Luka don't have that.
No, Dinwiddie is too streaky. We thought Brunson was it. I don't, Brunson is stepping up, but again, it's not consistent. And then
Bullock really,
But I think that's the one that hurt you because Bullock he played a lot and came out with 0 points the other night.
Yeah, man.
So
that's a fact. DFS Dorian Finney-Smith has not showed up this series.
He plays defense, but y'all be expecting him to have offense like that.
Yeah.
He ain't really the offensive guy like that.
We all talked about it. That eight 3-pointer game that he had against Phoenix, that's like a unicorn. That's like something you hear about but don't ever really see, right? Like we never thought that was going to be a consistent thing that Dorian Finney-Smith is going to give you.
Yeah,
you would hope that he would have given you a little bit of that at home, and he knocked down the 2 and a couple more points where he had like 10. But to really carry and help Luka, like to me, by the fourth quarter, but all the work Luka does, he's got to be feeling it, man.
Well, yeah, that's why I said, look, and Phoenix was the perfect game for them because here you have everyone, playing their role. You had Luka not handling the ball, which helps him. You know what I'm saying? Keeps him more fresh. And then the other part of it is that your 3-and-D guys were actually 3-and-D guys. And so when you have a Dorian Finney-Smith that's supposed to be a 3-and-D guy, not being a 3-and-D guy, i.e. not hitting threes and not playing defense, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Dinwiddie, you're not sure if he is your Robin because he's so streaky. Brunson, now we're like, see, we told you this guy is great. He's wonderful. He's this, he's that. Well, where is he? What's going on with turnovers? What's going on with slashing to the basket? I mean, it's just – and then you have Kleber and Powell and the rest of this team, and you're like, man, look. Well, at least we made it to the Western Conference Finals. That's where we are right now.
Think about it. You have to look at this squad from about 2-3 years back.
Oh, yeah.
This is the same squad. Is this the same squad that you're dealing with that Rick Carlisle had? We're not this far. So for what Kidd did to come in and take that same squad that Carlisle had and get them this far, guys, they overachieved. The Mavs completely overachieved. I agree with that. And I will give you that. I will give him that. But you're just seeing a young team who has never been to the Western Conference Finals. Young team who ain't never stepped into this territory against a team who knows what to do in these playoff situations. Clay has been, Steph has been there, Draymond has been there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Them guys know what it is. So I mean, yeah, I actually said they can match up with them, but the only thing that I've just been upset about is that kid just kind of stayed in this box this series, man. You got 12 guys on that roster. Fuck, I'm using all of them suckers. I'm trying to find something.
But if
I don't care. I'm trying to find.
I'm saying you're not putting Boban in. Come on, this guy out of here, man.
Hey, but
I would have did something.
You needed something to help the middle.
I don't know if they need a 5 per se.
They need a big. They need a dominant big guy, an athletic big guy. They need an athletic big guy who can get those offensive rebounds. Then they need a guy that can sit there and make 15, 20 points a game, no worries. Dallas is not that far from it. But I'm saying you gotta get rid of some of these. And the only problem that I hate about Dallas, and I love them to death, they tend to keep people that they just like because they just like them. You know, they re-sign people.
Are they too loyal, Reed, is what you're saying, man?
They do a lot of loyalty stuff to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I like Boban, but you could have got rid of Boban. You could have got rid of Max.
What you get for Boban?
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
You know what you get? A handful of goldfish.
No, but he's not saying trade Boban. He just said just cut him and bring somebody else in that you can utilize.
You know, that's been the problem.
That's the like when they resign. That's been the problem. Like when they resign JJ Barea.
When they brought him back for the second tour?
Yeah. They signed like
how many times have we had Seth Curry? I mean, he's been here. Kid has been here as a retread. We've had players that come in. His issue that I have.
I would have kept Seth.
I would have too, but you know what? We didn't. And we let him go, and then we brought him back, and then we let him go, and we brought him back again. So I mean, when I say the 5, what I say the 5,
he's not being utilized. Well, he's in Phoenix.
Whiteside would have been.
No, he's in Utah, right? Or is he in Memphis?
Yeah, Utah.
In Utah, not doing nothing.
Well, I mean, you have Rudy Gobert.
Well, that's the point. Dallas can go get somebody like a Whiteside to help them out because Powell's not that guy that they're trying to make that guy in the middle.
I actually would go for Rudy Gobert myself.
He's a free agent after this season.
I can't stand that cat for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Well, you're a Hawks fan, so that's okay.
I don't necessarily like him, but for his height, his length, and what he can do.
Defensively, he would be a big help to the Mavericks. Defensively, he helps big. You're right. I give you that, bro. I give you that.
I need a rim runner.
He's going to give you the rebounds to kick the ball back out to Luka to get him those extra shots.
Yeah.
You're right.
I
give you that.
That's
I still don't like him, but he would be a good fit.
He's going to get blocks. He's going to get rebounds. You need somebody that's going to contain that.
He's going to get stupid and sideways and talk at the
Mavs tend to shoot so many threes, but then they don't have nobody underneath the goal.
Nobody into the basket to go get the ball.
So if you have a rim runner like him, and then you start looking at a Middleton type player. I don't know what that looks like right now in free agency, but you get somebody in here like that.
What about an Eric Gordon? Could Eric Gordon help the Mavs?
I don't know, but I know Julius Randle.
Would he come home to Dallas?
I've seen him kind of hanging out. But Randle at least go to the rack.
Go to the rack, get rebounds, and offensively he got
Randle's at least a grittier dude.
I was going to say,
Mavs needs some grit.
Randle
they ain't had no grit since Tyson Chandler left.
They need some grit.
Facts. Randle is a goon.
They ain't had no grit since Tyson Chandler got his ass up out of here. I feel you, bro.
I don't know as the mindset, and since he's in New York and he's been a one, first option, is he willing to come here to be the second option?
Shit,
because that's
not?
The other part. No, because there's some players that they feel like they're option one.
When you have to, it's a difference when you have to be option one. When you have to be the option one, when you don't have nothing else of it, it's a difference.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just said, Andrew Wiggins, man. He had to be the number one in Cleveland, had to be the number one in Minnesota. Now he's over here at Golden State.
Yeah.
He's almost like the number 4.
And he loves
Golden State. And he loves it.
Because there's no real pressure on him. He can play basketball without it being on his shoulders. He just helps.
So Randle can come down here and not have to be Luka, because Luka's going to be Luka.
Yeah.
But Randall, go get us 20. Do what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Kick it back whenever you need to. We're gonna handle your business. Randall will go do that.
He will. I feel you on that, bro. I really do. So, man.
But we ain't got no space. Well, again, only if he's a free agent, and then we have to look at the money.
Show me the money. It's always about the money.
Because it's gonna be the money. You gotta pay him.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to get paid.
Well, I expect Dallas to re-sign Brunson. I don't see why they wouldn't.
That man, I don't know.
Bro, he deserves it, but I just think that he's still good he can fit on the team the way you need him to if you get one other piece around, like y'all were just saying.
But here's the thing that we got to remember: we still have Dinwiddie and Bullock contracts,
and we re-signed Tim Hardaway Jr.
Hey, let Bullock wait, but Dinwiddie and Bullock weren't they only in the end of the contracts that y'all got when y'all traded for them? Do they have another year left on them?
I think we had another year left on them, and that's why everyone's like, "Why would you trade him for Porzingis?" Porzingis it was a horrible contract. So
right, they freed up a lot of money with that. The Dinwiddie deal's not going to kill them.
Split it in half, and so now it's like, okay, well, we can get rid of Bullock. We can trade him or try and do something with him. So hopefully there is some trade capital, at least do what we need to do.
See, brother, man.
The only problem is, you understand. It's guaranteed contract, so that's
Q would open up that pocketbook and slide him a check underneath the table.
Oh, it's not.
Sometimes it's buyouts. This depends on how that contract
personal
is worded. But a lot of those guys do have buyouts in that contract, and they'll take that money.
They'll take the money. That's fine.
I don't know,
but it's the cap hit. What's the cap hit?
Yeah,
that's going to be the issue. What's the cap hit?
Okay. So with all that being said, the other team in the series, the Western Conference Finals, the Golden State Warriors, are they looking like they're on the quest to make it back to the championship and win it, or are they just getting lucky because they're playing against a less experienced team right now?
No, this is a different team, but it's still championship pedigree.
It's not, but it's not far off from the Golden State championship pre-KD, right?
Yeah, I think it is.
You do?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I because you have players like Wiggins and Poole, and when Peyton comes back, it'll be next year, but you're looking at a team that squad that went, like Steph and Clay were the young cats, right? And you had Draymond, right. They would play small ball. You had Iguodala, right? And they were all about putting up points. Like, we're going to outscore you. And Green is going to be our defensive guy, and Iguodala is going to be our defensive guy. We're going to lock up. Green's going to get the rebounds, and Iguodala is going to be on your best player. Here you have Poole and you have Wiggins that can play defense basically on anybody.
Right?
You got Steph and Clay, and whenever Clay decides to show up or whatever, but those guys are like basically like Steph is giving you 20 points a game.
Clay looks checked out to me.
Oh, yeah. But you're like, wait a minute. They should be getting you.
Still ain't going to leave him by himself behind that line. Shit.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. They're decoys at this point. 20-point decoys for Steph and, maybe 10, 11 for Clay. But it's just the fact that what they're capable of.
Right.
And so if they get hot, it gets scary.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, to me, it's a different team. But it's Steve Kerr. It's Steve Kerr, man. What can you do?
I can't argue that. I can't argue that at all, bro.
So, yeah.
Plugging and playing, man. Plugging and playing.
So, well, all right. Well, we're going to get off the Golden State Warriors because
thank you.
Okay, well,
Mavs need to win at least one.
I was just about to say that before we move on.
They should have won game 2. They should have won game 2.
Yeah. Can the Mavs conjure up one victory out of this series, or is Golden State going to go ahead and finish it tonight?
They should. They can. Mavs can win one. If everybody's on point, Mavs can win at least one.
You think they're going to fight believing they can win 4 straight, or you think they just already threw in the towel?
Yeah, they going to fight. Yeah, they going to fight.
Mavs going to fight. Okay.
I don't think they're going to give up, but I think they can take at least one.
Okay.
But I see Golden State Golden State will probably want to do it back home.
Yeah.
They probably want. If it's any game that Mavs win, it'll probably be tonight.
And I think I know we're going to talk about Eastern Conference. I think that's going to go 7 anyway. So.
Yeah, I think Golden State needs to try to win to get themselves a rest while the East beat up on each other.
Yep.
But We're gonna see if the Mavericks. Hey, y'all say they're gonna fight. I'm gonna take y'all word for it. That's y'all squad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
I too am a Mavericks fan.
So let's go to let's talk about that Celtics Heat battle for a little bit, because I'm not gonna lie to you. When Boston played the way they did in Game 3 at home, I was like, "Oh, Miami about to go ahead and finish this thing." And then Game 4 last night, I was just like, "What the hell is going on?" And with Tyler Hero being out, it made a bigger difference than I thought, man. Like, and Jimmy Butler played, but come on, we all know Jimmy Buckets wasn't really healthy. I mean, that knee had to be bothering. He didn't look like himself at all.
Let me ask this question, man.
Mm-hmm.
Are we ready to say Jimmy Butler is a Hall of Famer?
I wouldn't argue with you. I'm not gonna bring it up in conversation, but I wouldn't argue with you.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm crowning it right now.
Are we? I mean, we know he's a perennial All-Star, right? He's probably I think we could argue he's probably one of the top 10, 15 at the very least players in the league right now.
True. Okay.
At least. So, given what he's done over his career, are we willing to, kind of put that out there? Like, I'm looking at him as playing.
I'm not.
No? Okay.
I'm not.
All right.
We putting people in Hall of Fame categories way too soon.
That's
way too soon.
That's what we do.
But hadn't Butler been playing long enough for him to come up in conversation?
I think so.
Hall of Fame worthy, Reed?
I think he's on the backside of his career, right?
Yeah. I think so. Am I tripping?
Let him get to the finals first.
He's been to the finals before. See, that it's that part right there. He's been to the finals before.
What squad?
Well, Miami.
I don't remember that.
This is only his second year with Miami, ain't it?
No. He played in the bubble. They went to it in the bubble. He was on that squad. Wow, yes. He's been to the finals.
He was on Miami in the bubble?
Yes.
So
he's been to the finals.
Lost against LeBron in the war.
I believe so.
That asterisk of a championship.
Yeah.
So he's been in the league since 2011.
Yeah. That's 11 years.
Give him one. I mean,
no, I mean, I say he's been in the league long enough. I don't think young. Like, I don't really. Oh, he's too young to be in this conversation.
Do we start the conversation? Let's just start there. Can we start the conversation?
How the hell I don't remember him in the bubble? I don't know why I thought he was still in Chicago. I'm tripping, man.
Oh no! Chicago's like Chicago, Philly, and then Miami.
When was he in Minnesota?
That was a small stint he had in Minnesota.
Well, he was in Minnesota and got traded to Chicago, right? Or am I tripping?
I have to look up.
I mean, he done got around like a loose girl, he done been around like a loose woman on prom night.
Wow.
It's a chop shop.
Okay, no, I'm still gonna say wow. But, wow.
I'm just saying, like, Jimmy Butler's been around enough to where it makes you have to go write down his teams because, like, to me, he called out Philadelphia for how they handle things. And they kept Tobias Harris and got rid of him, and they're jackasses for that. But so it's like Jimmy Butler, it seems like every 2 years he with another team and doing well. And we talk about how good he is, but then what? So yeah.
Well, I mean, like I said, I always go back to this. What's the standard? Well, the standard to me now, the lowest standard is Tracy McGrady. I don't care what nobody says. It's Tracy McGrady. That's the entry level. And then from there you go up. And to me, Jimmy Butler's better than Tracy McGrady. And people say, well, those 3 years that Tracy McGrady played. I say, so you base a Hall of Fame career on 3 years in the NBA.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, man.
Dude didn't even make it out of the first round except for once.
Who, Tracy McGrady?
Yes.
Damn.
They hand out Hall of Fame berths for players for minimal
So
stuff.
I mean,
just because they like you, man, because you're a household name.
Yeah.
You end up going. You know what I'm saying?
If Tracy McGrady is in Hall of Fame talk, then definitely Jimmy Butler can be in Hall of Fame talk.
Not even talk. Like Tracy McGrady's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
so
T-Mac's in.
So
T-Mac is in.
So
damn.
So you got a point. You got a point.
Butler's
very
been
good
with Miami
point,
for
Jay
4
Stocks.
seasons. This is his 4th season with Miami.
Good job, Buff Nerd.
Hey, let's go. This is his 4th season with Miami. Right? He started with Chicago, Philly, Minnesota 1 season, and Miami. My thing is this, and to go back to the series. This is like a really good series. This is the series I think everyone's been kind of like, okay, this is what we thought.
Yeah, this is the heavyweight fight right here. This slugfest.
With Milwaukee, like, hey, we thought they would put up more fight here, but Jimmy Butler's a fighter. Tyler Hero is becoming this hero, right? That everyone's like, wow.
Great play on words there, Chase Stocks.
Let's go. But
Tyler Hero's becoming a hero.
I'm saying, but I'm looking at Boston, and I think I've always liked Boston's grit and grind and just their just tenacity to say, look, like I said, we counted them out at the beginning of the season after about 50 games. I think there were maybe 1 or 2 games either under or above 500. And then all of a sudden it was, okay, look, this is what we got to do. And they've been focused, nose to the grind. We just going to keep, and we're going to play and play and play even to the last game of the regular season. And that's where, I think they excel.
Man, it's hard for me to root for the Boston Celtics just from the past that they have with my Atlanta Hawks. But at the same time, I'm like you, Jay. They do have a grit and determination about them.
Mm-hmm.
See, that I think everybody wrote them off early in the year, like you said. And for them to come out and play, and not just that, the injuries that they've dealt with. Marcus Smart being out, Williams not being able to play for a long time, and then Al Horford stepping up into a role that he hadn't really had to, that he hadn't been accustomed to. And like I said, I tell everybody, like going to that first series, I was like, man, Al Horford getting old, man. He can't do what he used to. And I love Al Horford. I mean, he put every year he was in Atlanta, we made it to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like Atlanta was relevant because of, Al Horford made us relevant. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when he left, it was like, man, damn, Al left. He went to Boston. Yeah. Man, don't matter. He old anyway. He out there doing his thing, blocking shots, getting rebounds, keeping things going. And that's the fan part of me right there. Is I'm mad he left my squad, but he's balling. He's a great person, and he doing his thing. So whoever can come back healthy, I think by Game 7 is who gonna win this series, man.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask this question. When you were in Indy, did you ever play Tampa Bay?
No, they played them the very next year after I was gone.
I was gonna say, I mean, how would you have felt? How does that feel when you go back?
I would have tried to rip all their faces off. I would have tried to rip all their faces off, Jay. No love lost here. It's business, baby.
Man,
y'all gonna let me go?
Well, I chose to leave. I chose to leave Tampa. But
yeah.
I think it's one of those things where if you leave, when you do play that team again, it's like, hey, I'm about to show you what I could always do if you would just let me do my thing.
Yeah.
And I think some guys overthink it when they face their old teams. But it didn't happen. But at the same time, I would have gone ahead to do my thing. You know what I mean? Like you have to. It's a job. You're getting paid to perform a certain way, and it's just that's why. Like when I tell people, like, man, I can't believe you feel like that towards that team now. I can't really be. I mean, I'm loyal to Tampa, but at the same time, I've fought no NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, hockey, cricket, golf. Oh, they don't have a team. Bowling, whatever.
Yeah.
If a team does something to you and piss you off and you don't give a shit about them no more, I don't fault you for that because a team will cut you in a heartbeat. Like y'all always hear me talk about Tampa. And every now and then, other people gotta be like, "Hey man, you play for the Colts too." Oh yeah, you're right. I did play for the Colts. But hey man, when I say they gave me the business on the money end,
Yeah.
man, Indianapolis, whatever, man. I got some great teammates from that situation.
Business at the end of the day.
But at the end of the day, man, the way they treated me and did me, man, F them, man.
Yeah. That's
now we'll go back. I'll go back for Tarek Glenn's Ring of Honor ceremony this year if they have me. If Tarek invite me, I'll be there because Big T's that dude. He's a great guy. Love him, love his family, man, and has nothing to do with that has nothing to do with the organization in James, Canada, because that moment's about that guy, right?
Right.
It's like that sometimes when you get snipped and you get dealt, you get effed over, man. So it's easy to say I'm not. Now most fans will always be loyal to their team because you're bred to have that in you for to ride or die, win or loss, playoff drought, win drought or not. You ride for your squad, right? Championship or not, you ride for your squad. But as a player, because of the business side of it, you can get in your feelings about how you feel towards the organization, and it can make you have a bitter taste in your mouth.
I'm gonna tell you what, because if A-Rod is walking in these streets in Texas, he getting tripped. He's getting a straight up. I'm sticking a leg out. He getting tripped.
You 100% serious about that one too, Jay.
Oh my gosh,
I know you are, man. Bro.
How much was that contract? He had like $252 million or something like that.
$250 million.
The biggest deal in baseball at the time ever, guaranteed, and he just didn't. Oh man!
And we had to pay most of that when he went to the Yankees. So he basically played for the Yankees for free. He went to the Yankees for free. We were paying him to do that to us. I was like, yo,
that's tough right there, bro.
Bro, so if I see him in the streets, I probably won't trip him because he's kind of a larger guy. I'll trip him. I don't care. But I will boo him from my car.
He finessed the shit out the Rangers, man.
Man, I will boo him
from my car.
He
finessed the shit out them, man.
He's like, I need y'all to put the money in the bag.
Played a few seasons. He's like, okay, I'll play a few seasons.
So I mean, as a fan, I can tell you that's like the harshest thing ever is when you are so loyal to a player that plays for your team,
right?
And they go somewhere else. You like,
that's why you can't be loyal to the player, man.
But you
be happy, be happy, and be appreciative that you got them. But you can't be loyal to them. Be loyal to your squad.
Like Tatum and Brown, I love these guys and how they play. Like I really like Tatum because he's just a superstar on the rise. It's like, yo, I'm here to play ball.
Yeah.
I don't need the other stuff. Brown is the same way. I don't need the other stuff. I don't need antics. I don't need none of that. I got Smart for that. Smart does all that stuff, right? So, if we ever have a chance to get them, and they are like I would say 70% what they are now, just sign them all day. Because they're just those type of players. But
but those franchise kind of players, don't you see Boston trying to keep them in Boston their whole career?
Not at the beginning, but now, yes.
Yeah, now. Yeah. Like we said back in January, we both were talking about, man, what they gonna do with them too? And the whole game has changed, man. But speaking of baseball, A. Reed had a good point when he sent this message out, man.
Yeah.
So Josh Donaldson, the New York Yankees third baseman, decided to call Tim Anderson Jackie.
Yeah.
The other day in the baseball game. And Anderson said, hey, man, he knew what he was doing. And I told him, hey, dog, you don't know me like that. Donaldson tried to say it was an inside joke. Fellas, what's y'all's take on this comment that was made, and how should Major League Baseball handle it? Is one game suspension enough for what was done?
So just some context, obviously Donaldson is a Caucasian.
Yes.
And Anderson is African American. And so he's referring to, obviously Jackie Robinson, calling him Jackie. And I don't know how you know someone like that. But people are bold, man. People are bold. They get comfortable. And one game, I don't think that's enough, but that's just me. Because to me, this is just behavior that you have and you feel comfortable with that behavior. So happen once, it'll happen again.
To say Jackie, bro.
Go ahead. I know it's coming.
I mean, just to say Jackie. I mean, first and foremost, you have to understand what Jackie represented for the sport of baseball, just for sports in general.
Right.
How Jackie, you know what I'm saying, it was one of the pioneers to break the color barriers into these sports and stuff like that. So for what reason are you using this context? For what reason are you calling me? Yeah, I don't know if you're necessarily calling me out my name, but for what reason are you saying Jackie?
Right.
Like I shouldn't be here or something, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a million different ways that Tim could have took it. You know, obviously he wasn't happy about it. And then even what would make Josh Donaldson say it? See, to me, when people do stuff like that, that's just innate nature. This is innate nature.
So he's showing everybody who he is. Reed, is what you're saying, man.
It's innate.
That's who he is.
Because he didn't even have to use that term. He didn't even have to say anything to him.
Hey, Tim.
He could have called him by his name easily.
Or his number.
But for what reason? Yeah.
It's on his jersey.
But why would you just use, you know?
So is that almost as bad as just him straight out saying the N-word? Because he meant it. It had to be. It was demeaning in the. He used it as to try to belittle him, right?
If he had used the N-word, I think it would have been a lot worse.
Well, yeah.
It would have been a lot worse.
But you think that was his way of saying that and doing that? Like, I can't say what I want to say because I really ain't feeling this dude, Jackie.
See,
I'm just asking, bro.
And see, we don't know. And there's the thing, we don't know in the context of what Josh was saying it. Right. Tim can definitely take it into that connotation. Tim can take that into that connotation. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I had a friend that was in the restaurant business, and you know, he would say that a lot of the wait staff would say, "Oh, I got 2 Canucks at a table," or "I got, you know, these many Canucks." It's like, what is it? Canadians? It's like, oh no. And someone kind of hipped him to it. It was like, no, when they say Canucks, it means black people. And so instead of calling them, you know, that, they would call them Canucks.
What? Where the hell they get Canucks from black folk?
I don't know.
What kind of Daniel Boone ass stuff is that?
Man, look, I hear stuff.
Again, for what reason?
But it's code. You know what I'm saying? It's just code. It's just being able to, you know, use whatever. And so inside joke or not, I mean, it's unfortunately it rears its head in sports, and sports should be one of the places that levels the playing field, where it's like, look, it doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, what you've done. It's all about what you do today and how you perform. And if I'm better than you, then, hey, I'm better than you because I am. Man, nothing else. But some people can't take it.
And I'm not going to go there, man. I don't want to make it about race, dog. But I swear.
You never want to. You never want to, but
stuff like this happens. It makes you think and to see like how you treat it. That's just like the racist undertones that were going on in the NHL a couple years ago.
Now, do we mean you mean like last week? There's a Palestinian skater he was getting hate calls and emails and stuff like that because he unfortunately had, you know, ran into the goalie. I believe his name is Naheem Zaire. His last name is Zaire, and he's awesome skater. Had a hat trick, you know what I'm saying, against Colorado Avalanche. But it was just a fact that, because he is of a different descent, different country, you know what I'm saying, it's like all kind of hatred towards him. And this happened this past week, like last week. Like, what are we doing here? You know, and my guy, PK Subban, one of my favorite players of all time, you know, it's just one of those things where you just see and you see and you see and you see. But again.
Yeah, that's right. We talked about that on Big Game Sports Buzz this year. It wasn't a couple years ago. It was just early in the hockey season.
Yeah, man. Sorry,
man, God damn, dog.
Sports should level everything. Sports should be the equalizer. It's the best reality show ever.
It don't give you a right to call somebody out.
It doesn't. And like I said, I've seen. All right, not to get too far. I've been told before, "Oh, James, you one of the good ones." What the hell that mean? I'm one of the good ones. What that mean, dog?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, you a great ball player. You ain't never been in no trouble. What the hell?
Yeah.
I grew up with a lot of them other ones grew up. What the hell are you trying to say about me and what people that look like me? But you try to identify with me differently because you can look up to me and see me playing on TV on a Sunday.
The subtle ways that they try to tell you.
Yeah, subtle ways like you are white, but you still black. That's what it feels like. You know what I'm saying? It just
the one I hate the most. When I see you, I don't see color.
I have a nice color. I have a nice tone.
Really?
I like your tone.
When I see you, I don't see color.
Okay. I mean, you know, I was born in the South before I moved to California, so I heard and saw a lot of stuff, man, that would make my skin boil, and I really had to learn how to contain it. You know, my mom was like, "Look, you can't just go fighting all the time. Like that's not gonna solve or change nothing, and you're gonna be the one to end up in trouble if not dead."
You shouldn't fight, and you shouldn't hate. You shouldn't hate.
I don't hate nobody, dog. Like I'm not trying to be funny.
Yeah.
You know, I get down with Ray on Buck Report, Mike's door. Man, there's a lot of great people. I went to school with too many great people of all races and colors in college and called them my teammates and know that they really got our backs if something go down. But it's the few that make you question and make you pissed off enough to go like, does somebody else really think like that? And just been hot? And you can't question those people that you know that have been, if they've been true to you. You know what I'm saying? Like I got some ex-white teammates from college that I call like my brothers, dog. Like I love them the way I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because they genuinely real, and I know they got my best interest, and they'll go to bat for me. But you always get one or two, just like you might get one or two brothers that mess it up with how people look at you. But it's so jack, man.
Yeah.
The question.
What up, you dog?
Yeah.
Can you fault them for how they was raised? Can you fault them for you know for
I got different feelings about that, Reed, because sometimes some people, and I've had this conversation, man, that at the time it was a painful conversation, but it's like, yo, James, I never knew. I never been around a black person before until I started playing sports. And my parents told me blah, blah, and blah. Dude, there's nothing like that.
Yeah.
Y'all, man, he said, you guys are nothing like that. I said, man, and one thing you got to stop saying is you guys. Don't say you guys when you're talking about. He said, oh, my bad, y'all. You know, that's not right. I said, no, don't say you guys. Just say, well, you say black people not like what my parents told me they were. But, you know, and address it. Like anything it's one of those things, one of those people that if he has something, you know, that he didn't know, he be like, hey, James, can I ask you something? Yeah, ask me. Nah, it's not like that. It's like, oh, dang, for real? But at the same time, I felt like I was helping educate and open up eyes to people. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it's 50-50 because some people raised like that are still open to have an open mind and make up their own mind and make their own decision when put in a situation around other people. And some people just gonna run with it, Read, till the day they die. Like they ain't gonna give nothing a chance because this what they said is gospel. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be funny. If I treated people of different races like some of the other people I knew growing up, I wouldn't conversate with half the people that I conversate with now. Right? Yeah. Just a God honest truth. But just the fact that, thank God my mom and my stepdad were the way they were about, hey, man, judge people for who they are and how they treat you. Don't judge them off the color of their skin or who they look like. And it's just like, damn, okay. That's real talk. Like, I got to judge those people off of how they treat me and not just how they look.
Yeah.
Or who they root for. Hey, man, because Cowboys fans are the best.
Hey, man, if we treated people a certain way because of who they rooted for, I wouldn't have to have the black people in the world no more either.
Look, man, hate the squad, not the fans. That's all I say. You know, you can not like the Cowboys, but if you want to lump all Cowboys fans the same way, you know, then say you're a hater. You're a hater. And There you go.
Salute to all my haters. You know.
But it's all good.
Jay,
Hey, man.
why do you think I'm a hater, bro?
I know you are. It's time, isn't it?
That's all good. Is it time? It is time. We didn't even get our Would You Rather tonight, but it's okay.
You sure I got one ready?
Well, hey, Jay Styles, you got time for one Would You Rather?
We'll do 2 next week.
Man, for Jay Styles second.
Oh. He said, we'll just do 2 next week. However you want to do it.
I read one, man. If the Buff Nerd got to go, we understand.
He'll be all right.
Just one.
Would you rather watch a regular season game courtside or a high stakes playoff game in the rafters?
Ooh. Regular game courtside, playoff game in the rafters. I'll let Jay Styles go first because I always depends on the game.
Depends on the game.
Can I be honest?
If the Mavs play the Lakers, I'm sitting in this regular season. I'm sitting courtside. Otherwise, I'm in the rafters in the playoffs.
Why only the Lakers though?
Because I would invite all my Laker friends to follow me on Facebook as we're throttling that sorry tail.
And you right there on the court letting LeBron and Russ have it.
Look at them. They suck.
Yeah, because you're going to be in there like this for sure.
Oh, man.
But what if the Lakers was beating Dallas? That'd be the turn. That'd piss me off.
Reed, you're so funny.
Hey, Reed, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to pick the court side because I'm going to floss, dog. Your boy going to floss. I'm just telling you the truth. Hey, one, I don't like crowds. I hate crowds. I don't like to go to professional sporting events because of the amount of people there, the parking, to get in and out the garage. It drives me crazy. Yep. So me knowing that I'm going to be in the rafters, it's going to be way too many people. It's just going to be too bottled up. I don't want that. I don't like that. Courtside, I'm going to be like, and people are like, hey, who that black dude right there? Who he play football for?
Simple enough.
I'm going courtside, baby. Regular season. And it could be the Mavericks versus the Hawks. That's a good enough game to watch Ice Tray come light up Luka.
Wherever I can get the cheapest ticket.
Wishful thinking. Hey, if I'm courtside, they were given to me. I'm already knowing I'm not paying.
I can get
I'm not paying no one's courtside ticket prices.
I'm with you on that, man. I'm with you. Courtside is dope. It doesn't even matter what it don't even matter what it is.
I've been close to the court before. I ain't just been like courtside, but I've sat in the rafters plenty of times.
It's nice.
Wherever gets me the cheapest ticket.
Man, when they come to you with the drinks and stuff, they're like, "What would you like, sir?" Like, "Oh, I have this, that, and the other." And they go and they get it and they bring it back. Oh, hello. Yes.
Hello.
Man, I've been in plenty rafters. Yeah.
He said,
hello.
Hello.
Wow.
What would you like, sir? Would you like this? Oh, yes, I would. Okay. And
can I get a hot towel?
That's like when I realized like the Mavs like right by the little one back bench area, like a little club, like a little suite right there, and
it's nice.
Oh my goodness,
It's nice.
I was like, this is amazing,
bro. Like you don't have to get up if you don't want to. Like if you want to just get up, you can, but you don't have to.
Yeah, you gotta be careful because like the old lady the other night, she tripped and hurt herself.
Man,
I'm saying, so I don't get up. I hold it.
Stop.
I'm gonna say that the whole time. I'm gonna let somebody follow me and spill my beer so they'll buy me some more.
Yeah, I hold it.
Get some more tickets from Mark Cuban. Anyway, that's been enough of us acting a plum fool tonight. So make sure, guys, on social media, y'all check us out. You follow us right down here. You got the musicologist A Reed at A Reed TV. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's working on the EP and the album. Y'all check his music out on Apple Music, everything else. Go check Reed out, man. All that, anywhere you can find music, look up musicologist, and you're gonna be amazed. Over here, the Buff Nerd, he said he's working on some other shows. We still waiting to see what the hell gonna happen, but just know he's gonna bring you some nerdish stuff very soon, man. Y'all stay tuned for that.
Next Sunday, we're starting next Sunday.
Stop.
Blurtitude is going to be great.
Stop.
Blurtitude finally saw
Blurtitude from the
Doctor
Pharaoh
Strange.
Monk.
So Doctor Strange we're doing a review of that, the Batman, and there's a new Green Lantern with Jon Stewart that's coming out DC Animation. So we're definitely gonna be hitting that up. So yes,
Blertitude.
And me, I'm your boy, Big Game James. You can find me here in the Chop Shop on Tuesdays. Find me on Big Game Sport. Can I finish?
I guess.
Big Game Sports Buzz on Thursdays with the Buff Nerd. And also coming to you now on Wednesdays is going to be Cowboys Cutting Up. And I don't know how they talk me into doing the Dallas Cowboys show. But I'm going to be non-biased. I'm not going to say anything mean or negative about the Dallas Cowgirls. I mean, Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, if you watch this show live, thank you so much for participating in the chat.
Yeah.
If you are catching this on the flip side, a recording, hey, drop that comment in the chat. Oh, hell nah. Put me on the court side. That's right. If you checking this out, you get to this part of it. Oh, hell nah. Put me on the court side. I'm your man, Big Game James, A. Reed, J-Stock, the Buff Nerd.